And since we're in spooky season, it should be no surprise that it is time for more John Bellairs, although, as I've mentioned several times, we are now in the completed by Brad Strickland era, soon to be in the by Brad Strickland based on the works of John Bellairs era, which, again, I don't know how far I want to go into that, simply because they are newer books, and I do worry sometimes about copyright strikes. But let's continue to look at this gorgeous, gorgeous Edward Gorey wraparound cover. And we'll look at the front piece really quick. And here's the description. The man's face was bloodless. He reached for Johnny. Johnny screamed. He felt a dead hand close on the back of his robe. The zombie held Johnny in its unearthly grip. When Johnny Dixon, Professor Childermass, and Fergie Ferguson have a party for their friend Dr. Coote, they expect the evening to be a blast. And it is, but not quite the way they have in mind. As Fergie pounds out a rhythm on a small drum, a howling wind shakes the house and something explodes. Soon, Johnny, the professor, and Fergie are in a battle with the fearsome priests of the midnight blood for Dr. Coote's life and their own. John Bellairs has written another Spellbinder starring Johnny and the professor, whose last appearance was in The Secret of the Underground Room, which I have already read to you. Since John Bellairs' untimely death, Brad Strickland, a longtime Bellairs fan, has completed The Drum, The Doll, and the Zombie, just as he did The Vengeance of the Witchfinder and The Ghost in the Mirror. Mr. Strickland is the author of several books, including Dragon's Plunder, which maybe we'll look at that. Look at him writing his own stories instead of John Bellairs' stories. But in the meantime, there's still a few more to go with John Bellairs, and I will see you in Chapter 1.